Night has fallen too late. Uni anxiously crossed the highway after alighting from the last public transport she managed to catch to return from her workplace. Her steps halted when she noticed someone walking towards her. An old woman. Shuffle. Shuffle. Her steps seemed so weak, with her hair disheveled. She wore shabby clothes, and a large black plastic bag was carried in her hand. The old woman walked while laughing with a strange laughter. Uni swallowed nervously at the sight, but she continued walking and tried to act normal. As they passed each other, Uni caught a whiff of a strange scent from the old woman, a foul odor. Uni turned and saw something dripping from the plastic bag. Curiosity and suspicion arose within her.
Grandma, what is that?
The old woman stopped. She turned, and instantly, the face that had been smiling softly turned angry. She put a finger to her mouth, reddened from the betel nut she continued to chew.
You don't need to know, dear.
But it seems like you're having difficulty carrying that thing. Would you like me to help?
The old woman grinned strangely and handed the plastic bag to Uni. Uni didn't expect the old woman to simply hand over the package like that. She kept her promise to help the old woman.
Where is your house, Grandma?
After the railway track, dear.
Uni felt relieved as the railway track wasn't far from where they were. Not far from their position was a gap in the railway track without a barrier, only passable by motorcycles and pedestrians. But just as Uni was crossing the track, suddenly the old woman was no longer beside her. She turned and found the old woman still on the other side.
Grandma, why did you stop?
The old woman just smiled. At that moment, the sound of a train horn blared loudly along with approaching headlights. The old woman kept smiling before the train passed, separating the two of them. Through the gap in the train, Uni vaguely saw something strange. A faint glimpse through the gap revealed a horrifying sight of the old woman who had previously appeared normal, now transformed into a terrifying figure. Blood seeped through her torn skin, and her face peeled like dry leaves blown by the wind. The foul smell started to pervade the surroundings. At that moment, Uni panicked, finding it difficult to control her breathing. She wanted to run away from the old woman before the train finished passing, and she had to face the old woman again. But the train sped by quickly, and the figure of the old woman was no longer in front of her. Uni was confused. She wasn't sure about her feelings. Her hands trembled now, realizing the black plastic bag was still in her hand. The memory of the old woman's form made her suspicious and fearful of something inside the plastic bag. With trembling hands, she tried to open the plastic bag and started to sense the strange smell. Sure enough, she felt nauseous and vomited the contents of her stomach when she saw what was inside the package. She threw the package away, and 3 children's heads rolled out from the package,